Fuck it.
Man, what's good with it? What's up with it? Y'all know what it is. What's the deal over here? Keep it reckless and real. How you feel? It's the Sunday cookout. Cook out, look out, look out. Keep it 100. Getting took out, took out. Y'all know the routine, right? Your boy Reckless, man. And I got the co-host in the building and the guest, man. Y'all go ahead and shout yourself out, family.
PWG and me, man. I represent the globe. You see it. You feel me? Rest in peace, my cousin Alicia. We are on the Sunday cookout. Energy levels high. They've been high for like the past hour. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the hour of power right now, man. We got the guests. We all over the place. That's one thing we love. That's why I represent that globe. We in other states. We can travel to other countries. Shit going on, man. We love that, man. PWG and me is me.
Straight like that, man. Go ahead and shout the shelf out, guest.
What
Hey
up,
man,
though, man? Oh, go ahead, Duke. My bad.
oh, you a guest too? I didn't know that. Yeah, man, it's Duke Faro, man. Everybody know me everywhere. Y'all see we out in beautiful country right now. Texas, a great state. Man, let's cook.
It's good.
What up, though, baby? It's your boy Underground Star TV, man. Always in the mix, bringing you the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my all the co-hosts on the board. You know what I'm saying? These fellas keep a nigga motivated, keep me going every day, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, just like that, man. Y'all know it's the menu. So, we got the appetizer, we got the main course, we got dessert. Hey, we might even have, what I'm saying, have to chef up a salad too for the bonus. You know what I mean? But hey, we're going to go ahead and let the co host run up the menu. Hey, we following your lead, family. It's on you.
First of all, I want to welcome the guest, Lord Duke Faro Ali and Underground Star TV. But I really want to ask this before I even jump into the main topic, or before even the appetizer, whatever. Lord Duke Faro, I want to know the meaning of your name for the people that's just joining, that's on my side from Oakland, California, from the Bay, that may not know you. Give me a brief rundown of your name and like what you do and what you got going on.
All right. The Lord part just came in not too long ago. I was talking to my partner Louis Sachi from Fort Worth, and there's a lot of little internet stuff going on with some individuals. So when he hit me up, he was like, "My Lord," and so when he said "My Lord," it changed my perspective on how those that are in high political standings should greet each other. So you might hear me say, "Hey, my Lord," you dig? You know what I'm saying? Just because it's out of a sign of respect, especially if you carry that type of status in this world. You feel what I'm saying? They call Jesus my Lord. Most of the kings and monarchs would call my Lord, and it's just a title. It's a keeper. You know what I'm saying of certain communication. So
Right.
Duke, I like fighting. Everybody know I love to scratch. It just is. Pharaoh is my middle name. And Ali, I did practice Islam from like 2017 to about, I don't know, 23 or 24. So, you know what I'm saying? I just feel great like Ali. That's y'all.
And where you at? Where you at? We see the nature in the background. We hear birds chirping.
Yeah,
Where you
I'm
at?
in Texas on family land. You know, this legacy been around by 85 years. So, I'm home comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, hold it down. We love that. My underground, man. Underground Star TV. Let me know, man. Let me know something. Where you at? What you got going on? Let us know what's going on with you.
Oh, man, we cousins, man, because, it's always from the Bay to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We already know how that connection go. We already know how that connection go. You know what I'm saying? That's a family thing till it's over with. Ain't nothing gonna ever break that. But I'm coming straight out of Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it, right?
I'm trying. Look, right? So what I want to kick it off with first is that, to me, just in my world, a lot of people want to jump into entertainment and shit like that. That's cool. We gonna tackle all of that. But it's a war going on right now. We at war. I went to sleep. I took my people to the Cardi B concert. I went to sleep. I woke up and we was at war, right? Now, mind you, anybody that's been following any type of media or feel like they know anything, knowing that they've been talking about this shit with Iran for like the last 10 days before it happened. It's been imminent, right? Now that we at war and we woke up, and whatever you feel about it, I don't know what people like. You was talking about your religion. You mentioned Jesus and you mentioned Islam, right? So that means that you damn near a journalist of some sort when it comes to religion and shit like that, right? Or at least when it comes to belief. So as a believer, and I'm speaking to both of y'all, the guests and the co-host, right? What do you feel, just like surface level, about the war itself? And if we want to go a little deeper, what do you feel about the plight of the Iranians?
Well, I think it was months ago where the Ali guy, he made some threats to the United States long time ago, and so Trump was like, "You sure you want to do that?" And so now here we are. We at the point where they've been messing with Israel. I mean, this is God's chosen land. Might not be they chosen people, but it's
right.
chosen land.
Right.
You can't do that if the politics are religious based and money based. It's one thing that you can't do is mess up the peace, because we know peace don't go with money or any of that stuff. Like, you know, so knowing that that dictator over there did and said the things that he did, he had it coming anyway.
Right. Okay. Now let me. Any veterans on the panel? Anybody a veteran? Okay. No, nobody never been in the military. All right, what's up, Underground? What you feel?
I mean, it's a lot of sides to this, man. Like if you've been following this closely, like Israel been bombing folks since last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't been highly publicized as what's been going on for the last 2 weeks, you know. So I mean, it's really always a slippery slope when it comes to Israel, man. It seems like Israel always got the world behind them, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it. And like Duke said, you know, it might not be the people, but it's the place. But it's really about the people more than the place, because that place been bombed since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? Since Rome came through there. So yeah, man, it's slippery slope. It's crazy, man. And I'm just watching to see what surface from this, because that's 8 countries we done bombed in a year. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And it's a lot of shit going on in the background too, instead of the foreground. Co-host, what you feel? I know you got some shit to say.
Me personally, you already know, man. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. You know what I mean? Like, y'all fighting a biblical battle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to use modern technology to fight a biblical battle, bro. That battle ain't gonna never end, bro. That's been going on since forever. You feel me? And y'all trying to put politics and money and government into a political battle. I mean, into a biblical battle. That's nasty work, bro. Because it don't matter what we do, what we say. Bro, them people over there are willing to die for their faith. You feel me? Us over here in America, we scared to die. You feel me? We don't want to die. Them over there, they consider that a badge of courage. You know what I'm saying? That's a medal of honor over there. That's a medal of valor to them. You feel me? It hit different when you really out here fighting by faith and not by sight. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? I'm probably about to throw a lot of hot sauce and some shit on my take, right? At the end of the day, I just know that a lot of times America be on this side of history where you think that you're right because you indoctrinated, but you might be on the wrong side of history, right? And I'm saying this through that, like, even if we go to the Epstein files, if we go to whatever, right? When you're an American and you know the Pledge of Allegiance, when you're an American and you kind of like, you know, you rock your soil, whether it's a turf or a city or a state, right? You can be jaded into believing that you're on the side of right, that you're on the right side of history, right? But one thing we know about history, this shit is written after the fact. And when it comes to, like, just think about it, when they went and overthrew the government in Libya with Gaddafi, they had us believing that Gaddafi was evil, that he was a tyrant, that he was foul, right? You know what I'm saying? Whole time he was trying to free the slaves, right? So they went eliminated the dude, got him up out of there for whatever reason they was on. And when I say they, I mean we as Americans. It's a lot more than meets the eye. And Trump said he obliterated their nuclear facilities. They was obliterated.
But they never had. But that's a crazy part, though. They never had no nuclear weapons.
Well, I'm just saying what he said. Now he's going for what? What are we bombing them for now, right? If it was obliterated, that means it's destroyed. It's over. You can't get back from that. Not in a couple of months, but we back again, right? So I'm not really like, when it comes to like being afraid to die, just to comment on what you were saying, right? It don't really matter if you're afraid to die or you want to live when you an American, because they will eliminate you you always a pawn. We're always pawns. If you don't know you a slave, if you don't know, look, out of all our scenes right now, the one that seems most feasible, the one I would love to be in is the nature one. Duke is in nature. He probably growing his own, if he got livestock, if he growing his own veggies, it's like he on the grid because he with us right now. But if the grid disappeared, he might be ready. Right?
I'm totally.
So even when we talking about what we talking about, the war is not just, to me, it's not just missiles and oil and all that shit. It's some whole other shit going there. And you got to remember, in Iran, they shut down the internet before out there when the people went against. So what would we do right now? Like, what would we do right now if they just said ain't no more internet? I can't tell Rec what's going on in Cali. Duke can't tell me what's going on in Texas. My nigga Underground can't. My cousin. My nigga, my cousin can't tell me what's going on in Detroit. What do we do?
Well, see, look, and even so, I watch a lot of their channels over there, their news channels. Mm-hmm. And they said that Trump bombed a facility where there was no nukes at. So when they reported back to us, they said they did this and that. So they moved on and put them somewhere else. So whatever took place right now is because motherfuckers just keep on getting on the news saying what they got going on and this and that. So it was just his time, you know what I'm saying? Because he been making threats. He talking about we bullying them, but you can't threaten people that want to bully. What you think?
No, you can't. You can't threaten a nigga that's gonna whip your ass.
That's what I'm
saying.
So they
just say, dude, if I walk up to you and you don't play like that, I'm like, hey man, nigga, I think I could take you, right? I'm playing like that. If you punch me right then, it's on me.
Yeah, so we in the natural and that happened. I'm going in the mouth right away.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. You feel me? What you feel, Underground? What you feel?
Oh man, this shit getting wild, man. I'm really to be honest with you, man, I'm really more focused about back home. Like, yeah, I see bombs dropping off overseas and all that. Everybody see the attention of the planes and all of that shit. I see niggas joke. Niggas ain't got nothing to do but joke when they see the missiles and shit. Talking about Tom Cruise in the plane and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas not taking this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm really more concerned about what's going back on in this motherfucker. Because ISIS is now the most funded damn police organization in America now. Coming into March.
And they got licensed to ill though.
Yeah, coming into March. You know what I'm saying? And about at this time, they really did shit. They finna be out of Mexicans. So with ICE being this heavily funded, where the fuck is they gonna turn to in the next couple of months?
Well, you know, we've been the whipping boy forever. You know, I always tell people that if you don't ride with them, you ain't riding for yourself, to me, because nigga, you know, we always double back. You always got to double back and pick on us.
Facts, man.
Tell me something good. What you gonna do right now if they cut off the internet? They cut it off right now. What you doing?
Hey, we about to pitch this tent. What you mean? We got to get this campwood. We got to get this campwood going. What you mean? You have to find me something to hunt. What you mean? Make me a little spear. You know what I mean? Give me some good wood. Heft me up a nice little spear. Hey, only 3 things I need is a canteen, a lighter, and a knife. You feel me? Give me them 3 necessities. That way you can boil some water. You know what I mean? So you can have fresh water. You can make a fire. Hey, I got a knife, you know what I'm saying, to make a spear, to sharpen up some wood, you feel me? Or just go out there with the knife and just, you go out there on some Michael Myers, you feel me? Hey, I'm going to hunt something down.
We do understand that right now, especially right now. Like I always try to tell my people, always have your, like when you go home at night, wherever you come from, work, whatever, fill your gas tank up. Fill your gas tank up, right? So when you wake up in the morning, not only is it convenient for when you're going to work, that you ain't got to stop off nowhere if you fight traffic, anything like that. But if you go to sleep and wake up and something popped off, you want to be able to travel as far as you can, just in case it's all bad at any gas station you show up. So to me, that's like a basic survival technique. That's basic though. For sure, you need to have a lot of water. You know what I'm saying? For sure, you need to know, like look, if the freezer, if everything's shut down, it's a blackout, nigga, you got a barbecue pit, we about to barbecue and jerky all this shit. You feel me? Right? But people don't really think like that because all of us are content in this life that we're in right now. Right?
I mean, how many of us really went camping? A lot of, man, you know how many brothers ain't never been camping? I'm like, camping, bro? I've been doing that since middle school, bro, when we was going to the little summer camp thing. You feel me?
I tell you this. First day this shit go bad, I'm hitting a gun store. You hear me? Ammo is currency. I'm loading up on all of my shit that I need. My specific rounds. I'm loading the fuck up because you know what I'm saying. Ammo will be currency once money leaves this motherfucker. That's for sure.
But even speaking of that, you know that like if we look at the standards of what we know about money, the gold standard, it was trading post, then it was the gold standard, then it was paper money. Then it's cryptocurrency, and wherever we at, we in some type of limbo now with credit, whatever's going on right now, right? Do you have enough goods to be able to trade for what you want? Like, are you right now stuck? Let's just say you ain't on no vigilante shit. You ain't about to go take nobody's shit, but you got enough to where you like, hey, look, hey, dude, what's up? Hey, I got this, nigga. I need some rations. You feel me? Are you ready for that? And like sometimes when we talk about stuff like this, it might sound like it's far-fetched. But we really are closer to this type of lifestyle than we really recognize, right? Because we so dependent on the grid, right? And right now, and I'm a segue into a topic. There is an AI company, I can't remember the name of it right now, that just lost a defense contract with the Pentagon. They just got iced out, right? Where the AI tech that they got, refurbishes the military, right? They don't want the government to have total control over it to where they can make autonomous weapons. The weapons will decide when they want to fire, which sounds like Terminator to me. It sounds like the movie Terminator. Where AI can decide, hey, this is an enemy combatant, this is a threat, I'm firing. But what we understand about these movies that's really life is that if the AI determines one day that, hey, to save the planet, I gotta annihilate humans, right? To save the planet, I gotta save them from themselves. Only a few chosen people can be left, right? But they got their contract terminated. Bill Gates just signed or just got a deal for OpenAI via Microsoft, whatever subsidiary that is, right? He got a deal to facilitate whatever it is that it has to do with the government, right? So when we're thinking about that with AI, when we're thinking about that with technology, right now, right? If they just shut down everything, right? We understand the detriments of that. We understand what it could be, right? But with them taking that contract away from an entity that said, hey, we don't want you to have ultimate control, right? That ain't what we want. We don't want you to have ultimate control over this, right? And them saying, fuck you, we gonna figure it out on our own. And then Bill Gates signing that. Is anybody looking at that? Is anybody on that?
Most definitely, bro. Peak game on this. North Korea, they doing it because of North Korea. North Korea is already producing AI-powered jets. You feel me? They already blending AI into their military as far as having autopilot jets that's controlled by AI. You feel me? Stuff like that. So now we just trying to play the catch up, like always. You know what I'm saying? So China and North Korea, they always 2 steps ahead of us, and we trying to catch up with them. So even if we don't necessarily want to do it, we got to fight fire with fire. So we really in with our backs against the wall because they ain't got a choice but to do it. You feel me? But here go the problem with that. I'm pretty sure North Korea's AI is going to be a hell of a lot better working than our AI because ours was rushed. You feel me? So us seeing some shit like our robot happening in real life, hell yeah, I could see that shit happening in real life. You know what I'm saying? I can also see us doing all this AI video on our phones and shit. Now they got an AI bot that look just like you, talk just like you, act just like you. So now when a crime get committed and everybody think it's you, but it ain't really you, guess what? Now that become a problem. That's the real problem right there. You feel me? If they start creating AI of us, you feel me?
To the point where in a minute, everything we do, we gonna have to verify ourselves. We gonna have to verify it's us. Everything you get on every app, it's gonna be irritating in a motherfucker, but you gonna have to do it. You gonna have to verify you ain't no AI bot.
Bro,
So
they
you got
trying to
no ID.
verify. Bro, they trying to age verify Grand Theft Auto 6. So that way you
But,
gotta
but
be at
look at the
least
real ID.
18.
The
Yeah,
real
you gotta.
ID. You can't even get on a plane and shit without the real ID now. That's
Facts.
But I went to a store the other day trying to buy some liquor, and they said I had to scan my ID.
What?
I
Yeah,
swear to
just
God.
to yeah, a lot of stores now just to purchase alcohol. Period. The sale don't go through if you don't scan your
Yeah, you
ID.
gotta scan it.
And
I was perplexed. I was like,
and,
what? I gotta do what?
yeah,
Like
and you know what that's about. So that way they know where you at, what you purchasing, how much of what you purchasing. He like to drink. He copying this. He buying this many
Man,
fifths. He buying this many pints. This what area he in. This what city and state he in. Come on, bro.
that's a
data
lot.
and information, that shit
Yeah.
king in these days.
Duke, what you feel about AI versus analog? What you think?
Well, I see the angle that Bill Gates is coming at. To even have regulations on it, kill switches, and stuff like that. But I mean, anything that we created can go out of control. We done seen the Teslas lose control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talked about the iRobot theory, the Terminator theory. A lot of this stuff it's been in the works since the Jetsons. We've been seeing that everything is
On the real though. Yeah.
It's coming. Like even the IDs, they're more digital now. You know what I'm saying? So your whole history, your file. See, this is why when I look at words, it's like, okay, they say we're living life. But if you take that word and you anagram it, these are anagrams where you can take a word and you can mix up the letters and then say another word. So life is just a file.
Right.
So thinking about everything that we do, every swipe, every purchase, every longitude or latitude, every geographical location that we're at.
Even this what we're doing right now. Right.
So right now they're like, oh yeah, he gonna be one of them leaders of the new world because that nigga got land. So we need to make sure we watch that nigga. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep tabs on him. We're gonna send the mailman around there and put some anthrax on his mail.
They're gonna Fred Hampton. They're gonna Fred Hampton. Right, exactly.
So right. I understand, like we got tractors, we got what you call us? We got all kind of shit to do some excavating and irrigation and anything that we need to do. Solar panels is coming out. You can build them yourself, but ain't nothing like regular light and sunlight and what I'm saying, the raw elements. But when AI takes over, they've already taken over the job space. Even in Walmart, all of that is autonomous. You're going in there, you swiping your products, and somebody just monitoring. If they think that that's going to be able to happen when it comes to weapons of mass destruction, and they're all AI, man, we will see iRobot and Terminator situations go on, and people
because why wouldn't they? Because why wouldn't they? Right, it's all math. And like, AI would decide that in order to save humanity, I got to kill humanity.
Most definitely. even in the video games, GTA, they got an autonomous van riding around.
What you mean? I don't play that. What that mean? What you talking about?
GTA, they got a van that has there's no driver. It's an AI van just driving around in the field. And I said they just put this in there a few months ago. And I'm like, man, what? Is you kidding me right now? You got a van that's just riding around with a camera on it. They already showed us that they're prepared for it, for this type of life, with the delivery bots going around the city.
But Duke, I'm out here in the Bay. In San Francisco, they got Waymos. The Waymos are autonomous taxis. If you call the Lyft, I'm talking about, and I drive through the city every day. Every day I drive through the city. They literally, whether it's somebody in the car or not, but the passenger sitting in the back, ain't no driver. The seatbelt is around the seat. Every day.
I've seen
it. Yeah, so, every day.
And like I say, they got the dogs out there. Those dogs are scanning all perimeters. I mean, they ain't just out there just monitoring people. They're like the map quest GPS on the street level. So them automatic dogs that they first showed in New York, patrolling and stuff. Eventually, there's gonna be autonomous robot niggas walking around with guns.
Right.
So yeah, it's coming.
Right. Now, and it's here. It's here. That's one thing we know. Like now, I don't know what they're gonna do with the human population once it seemed like we obsolete, but they're gonna figure it out. But I want to switch gears. I want to switch like a whole nother level of gear, right? Right. This is what I want to know from the panel. So you got the T.I. battle going on with 50 Cent. So you got two OGs. You feel me? I mean, just in my just everything I studied, T.I. asked him for a versus. He said they talked about it before. It was supposed to be active. We know 50 is an active troll, active whatever you want to call him. You feel me? Right? Two niggas go at it. Somehow online, the media happened. 50 post a meme of T.I.'s wife, which is King's and Amon, right? If you've been following the battle, it's been epic. I ain't gonna lie, I love rap battles. I don't really give a fuck what happens in between. I just don't want nobody to die, right? I'm a Biggie and Tupac era nigga, so I just don't want you to die. If you talking about shit, if a fight happened, if whatever, I don't give a fuck. Do it all, right? But as an old school nigga, it was always limits, right? To what you could do, even in the hood, even in the turf. When older niggas, if I seen with your mama, your kids, or your grandma, I ain't gonna kill you. I'm gonna give you a pass, right? In a rap, if it go too far to mamas, wives, and shit like that, usually you lost the battle. When Ether dropped with Nas, we feel like he won. I think Jay-Z came out with a song. He said something about the condom being on the baby seat, and everybody was like, you can't do that. You can't do that, right? Now, this new era, 50, you a troll, you say something about a motherfucking mama, fuck the wife. You say something about somebody's mama, the YNs, I don't like calling them YNs, but that's what they are, right? If in that era, when you talk about some online, everything is up for grabs, right? So in this rap battle, is it cool with King on? Is it cool, or did he cross the line?
Man, I feel like this. My opinion gonna be short and simple. It's a grown folks game. Ain't that what Big Boy told that nigga on ATL? It's a grown folks game. You know what I mean? Like, I'll let my daddy handle that because that's my daddy's beat. You feel me? That ain't really got nothing to do with me. Like, yeah, that's my mom. But at the same time, how that go make my daddy look when the son going harder than the dad is. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Like he raised a good nigga, like he raised a good little nigga to rock for his mama.
Every fight ain't the little one's fight. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure my daddy and my mom got into stuff that wasn't none of my damn business to be getting involved in. You know what I mean? Because what if it get ugly and some OGs or some YNs from 50 side slap that nigga up, and we talking about RIP King. Then everybody gonna be like, oh man, he didn't have to do him like that. Nah, bro, step back. This ain't for you. You know what I mean? Because it can really get like that. And that's what people don't understand. It's the consequences of the ugliness. You know what I mean? It's all funny games. We going over the internet. It's all funny games until you bump into somebody. Then that's when it get real. You know what I mean? It might get a little too real for King, because let's be honest, bro ain't nothing but a $110 soaking wet, bro. You know he ain't really
nothing though when it comes to a nigga mama though. I'm just letting you know, my mama dead. I don't give a fuck if I was 8 and there was a nigga in the living room that I was calling Uncle Kenny.
Right. You know just like how he.
If he disrespected my mama, I was trying to do everything I could, even though I know I'm gonna get whooped, to defend my mama. I don't think you can tell a little nigga to stay out. But
it's one thing. It's one thing when your mama's still here, and it's another thing when you speaking of somebody's mom that ain't here no more. It hit different. You know what I'm saying? At least you got raised by your mom. This dude didn't even get to get raised by his mom. So I'm pretty sure him speaking on his dead mom is gonna hit 10 times harder than him speaking on his alive mom that he in the house with every day.
Should speak on nobody mama.
Well, Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, dude. Do your thing. My bad.
No, you good. To see Rick Ross get out there and say, "Hey, let me get one of them shirts," it's like, well, why you didn't do that before?
Right.
Why is you doing it now? So now, here we go with this childishness. Here we go with this industry influence, and now it's getting even worse than before. So knowing that the past 10 years has been about murking your mama, your sister, and shooting everybody up, and all this drill music. So now here we go into this, back to this drill content. I said this on Izzy's channel the other day. He had Angry Man and some more guys over there, and they was talking about the same matter. And I was like, well, here of late, Atlanta, everybody over there saying F the streets. So
and them niggas telling.
Yeah, so this is not even what you doing, T.I. doesn't even make sense. If you trying to revive the streets, you're gonna end up losing your family behind this. And so is this gonna prove that the streets don't really mean nothing to nobody? And you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? If both of y'all are icons, how are y'all rappers right now? I see 50 Cent, he touring. This nigga he is always touring. He is always doing his music. I don't see T.I. touring doing no music. And when he do it, it ain't that many people there. He doing comedy. So this must just be, he must be bored. He cut his hair off because everybody was trolling him. So this internet is powerful to make it cut your hair off. So knowing that these individuals are doing this at this magnitude, that everybody can see them now. Niggas got big alcohol companies, clothing brands, done did movies, done did TV, done did all of these things. The only thing that I said was, what message did y'all send in right now?
Rap bullshit, but I feel you though. Everything you was on, I feel it. What you feel, Underground?
I completely disagree with all of my co-hosts, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Let's go.
This shit is good for hip hop. Hip hop has been fucking suffering the shit. Like, where the fuck is hip hop, nigga? Where the fuck is our precious culture that went? We ain't even got no number ones in the year. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna start with this. Reckless. Say me and you brothers, and Duke our other brother, and we at the mall, and some nigga got something wild to say about our mama. Nigga, is you just gonna be like, well, yeah, you the oldest brother, you get him. Hell no, we all whooping that nigga ass. Fuck you mean? That's why I like that shit. I love the Harris family energy. You got one son just on this cool, smooth ass shit, but yeah, he gonna address it. It's his motherfucking mama. Then you got King. I ain't even fucking like King till this shit happened. That nigga was just ugly to look. That nigga was
my motherfucking cousin, nigga. Detroit.
Nigga, this nigga was just ugly than a motherfucker and just weird as hell till this shit happened. Somehow King done found his motherfucking lane through this 50 Cent beat, and I love the shit. T.I. that comedy shit was not working, my nigga. That shit, that shit was embarrassing, dog. You wasn't funny, none whatsoever. Get your ass back in the booth. Nigga done finally made another song. Shit popping. All right. It's some imaginary shit, but all rap imaginary. Fuck it. 50-year-old niggas running from the police. I'm with it. I might have to dip on them niggas at 50. You never know. But I love the shit, dog. I'm loving the back and forth. I think it's good that they giving 50 Cent a taste of his own medicine. This nigga's a legendary fucking troll, bro. That's all the nigga do is troll. 50 can't go to the studio and make a song that's gonna get on the radio. No, nobody want to hear that shit, nigga. All that nigga can do is put them TV shows on TV about other nigga stories. That's all that nigga can do. Next, he gonna be calling Duke for the Bo 3 story. You know what I'm saying? That's all 50 Cent can do. He make his content off of all these other else motherfuckers. The nigga's not interesting at all.
Listen, cousin Pete, my nigga Cousin Pete. That's what I've been waiting for right there. Look, I agree with you. I don't even gotta say nothing, but I'm gonna say something. Listen. At the end of the day, everything is promo. Everything is promo. So T.I. got a song that was shortened before the beef. He asked for the verses, right? during, like, before the beef even started, when he got at 50 Cent, but they had talked about this shit during COVID. 50 Cent, the man that he is, basically turned on him, did some bitch ass shit for the internet. But 50 Cent is our age, playing a young man's game. Let me give a disclaimer. In rap, I hate that we put an age on when we can stop, because in rock and roll, R&B, and any other genre of music, you could be 80 years old touring
Facts.
and getting your guap, right?
Facts.
In rap, we go, this nigga 42, this nigga 38. Man, that way, because it's all of us suffer from Willie Lynch syndrome, and I don't even want to go there, but we all suffer from a syndrome where we all gonna annihilate and eat our young. So we don't understand that. If E40, if Run DMC, if I don't give a fuck if you an underground nigga and only your city know you. If you 53 and you still out there and you still making music, why you don't do your craft? If you don't got no new music, but you could double back on the shit that was your hit and just do that until you X out. That's what the Rolling Stones and everybody else do. Every other culture rocks their culture. But I digress. When it comes to this battle, it's needed. If you talk about a motherfucking mama, it is what it is. Everything that underground echo, I'm with it. My pops, I don't know everybody on this panel. If I got a dad and he loved my mama to death, and my dad gave me the game on, you never disrespect your mama, you will crash out behind her, right? And that's the game he got in a real tight-knit family circle. And somebody talk about a motherfucking mama, do your do. If you don't do that, I damn near gonna double back you as my son and be like, nigga, you let that nigga talk to your mama like that, right? In this realm where we at, I don't think nobody gonna die. I don't believe nobody is a real true gangster, right? I think 50 lit a fuse talking about some rat shit, and he been sus for however long, right? You feel me? On some rap shit. He made a documentary on Diddy for whatever that was, but you got domestic violence shit. No one has ever came at him the way that he came at him. But in the internet world, anybody, whatever city y'all from, anybody know that them young niggas, they play GTA all day and they talk shit and will pull up addies and drop lows and all that shit. Will shoot up their grandma's house. They don't give a fuck. So to me, King, for his generation, did what the YNs do for his generation. Ain't no rules.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this. Co-host and Duke Faro, because I already asked Underground this, so we already know the answer. Is beef the new rap rollout? Is that the new rap rollout? Do we got a beef to have a rollout to introduce new music now?
50 Cent whole career is built on beef. When he made How to Rob, he made How to Rob. He named every rapper in the industry that was somebody and made a song that was dope and talked about how to rob him and that put him on the map. This is not nothing new. Listen, bro, rap started, if you, shout out to New York, the East Coast. Rap started out there. Rap started from what? Battles. So it ain't nothing new. None of this shit is new, bro. Like it really, that's why we was mad at J. Cole when he did some shit with Drake, then rescinded it, took it offline when Kendrick Lamar and Drake did they last shit. Nobody died. Rick Ross got whooped in Canada, his bad, but they didn't go out there like that. That's why I shout out to you, Duke, talking about Rick Ross. Don't jump in some shit being trendy, bitch ass nigga, weird ass nigga. Don't be that nigga, because King doing what he doing. You an old nigga on some weird shit. If you gonna troll a nigga. 50 been annihilated you. Don't jump on these. You got whipped in Canada for doing it. Now you talking about you want a t-shirt, acting like you rock with that. That's unoriginal. It's not unique. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You the only nigga you talk about 15 niggas getting indicted in your book. Somehow you around these niggas, you don't get indicted. Stop it. We ain't even on that. I ain't even gonna go there. But to me, rap, to answer your question, nigga, rap been built on this. This is what rap is.
Well, see, Underground, he made it simple and plain. And after you said what you said, Underground, I was like, yeah, you know what? It is what it is. I mean, I've watched a lot of rap battles from Smack and all of them, you know, and like they say some crazy, some wild stuff. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? Those are street niggas, or a lot of them niggas, they ain't just mainstream niggas. So hearing it from a battler's perspective, I think all's fair in love. I mean, all fair in rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from a totality point. Like, damn, we in the era where the YNs are doing more pull-ups and shootings than ever's been done. It ain't, and it's all rap influence. So it's like, well, what happens if something happens? Where do we go? So that's the new music. Ever since the drill stuff started, when it skipped Dallas and went to Cali, I mean not Cali, but Chicago, then hit Atlanta, and now
it did come to Cali. It came to Cali. It's in Cali.
Always been this way. They ain't never not done that. So here it goes. Oh, and in the Midwest, they just going crazy as hell. St. Louis, all them
even Fort Worth, bro. Fort Worth,
yeah,
you know.
Fort Worth, all of them.
But CJ Casino, shout out to CJ Casino. Like I know all them niggas rock. They serious about that shit.
It's crazy. And like I say, I got a lot of nephews, and all of them carry guns. Every last one of them in Dallas right now, and all they making is drill music. Man, these jokers be walking around holding the pistol like this. They be holding them like this, put them in their arm, they walk around like that. I say, man, what is going on? This is their religion now.
Right.
That's the new religion, rap beef, and we've seen the beef DVDs back in the day with all of them, 50 and everybody. We seen it, so I can say now this is nothing short of scheduled programming that's been going on.
For sure, exactly. That's what it is. Everything is scripted, from football to whatever you love best. Everything is scripted. I agree. Yes, I give an amen on that. Rec, I can't believe you, Rec. I can't believe you though, but it's good. I just can't believe you sometimes. Now listen, can I say? Excuse me, because you like my resident gang member, bro. I just know what Crip was founded on. Sometimes you say stuff and I'll be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? A nigga talking about your mom, you gonna be like, Dad, get it? I just don't believe that. Just don't sound believable.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? I know my daddy got into some shit in the streets where it was really like that. Now, what if I would have got in there? I wouldn't even be here right now.
Would have been,
you know what I'm saying?
What you was gonna be. Like,
but I'm just saying, you gotta
even from Duke's perspective, he an OG now, and he thinking about the consequences. Let's catch Duke 20 years ago. We all came from a start.
That's
Duke
what I'm
looks
saying.
like he'll whoop ass right now. Duke look like right now he will whoop ass. He got a cowboy hat on. Don't fight a nigga with cauliflower ear or a cowboy hat ever. Don't fight them niggas.
Crazy. Hey, that's great because I said that the other day when I was watching.
Because them niggas battle tested, goddammit.
Your niggas cauliflower, you better leave that nigga alone.
Right. Niggas in the club, and listen, bro, it's good, bro. It's drink on me. A nigga with a cowboy hat, don't let him have some cowboy boots. Drink on me. It's good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that when I talk to you, Rex, sometimes I'll be thinking I know the other Rex. I don't know if it's because we Rex. If a nigga talking about your mom, you gonna go, Daddy, get him? I just don't believe you. I don't believe you, Rex.
See, let me chime in for on Rex's behalf, because I really think it's the political nature of America right now that got him on his grown man and not his gang. You know what I'm saying? With all the shit going on in America, we at war and shit. You know, he on his OG grown man shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Seattle won a Super Bowl too. Seattle won a Super Bowl, so he feel like like executive kind of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No,
he don't put the tie on and shit.
All I'm saying this is, bro. All I'm saying this is every grown situation, it ain't meant for a kid to get into a grown situation. It ain't no different than when we was growing up, bro. When moms was having that conversation in the front room and shit with aunties and uncles and shit was getting real. Boy, what the fuck you doing out here? You better get your ass back in that room. We weren't even allowed to even soak up that energy or even be around that conversation. You feel me? Everything ain't for everybody. And T.I. being a dad, you see the one son, hey, he kicked back children like, hey, I'm gonna let daddy handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Made a song too. Damani made a song.
Damani made a song too. All them niggas in it. Nigga, they little baby. The little 4-year-old that made a little song this week.
Rick, you lose this one. If we was cooking, you gave a bad recipe. This ain't it. It's almost like the Super Bowl. It's like we watched it because it's the Super Bowl, but we was kind of like, what is going on?
Don't be hating, bro. No,
No,
he
just
hates.
understand. That's who
We
you
did
are.
that.
We had
14
this
and 3.
debate last week. That nigga, he said, Dan Marley was the best super 3-point shooter ever. This nigga Rick be having opinions that don't even
Ooh,
touch the grid right.
No, I said Larry Bird. Didn't nobody say nothing about no damn Marley. I said Larry Bird. I said Reggie Miller, and I said Craig Hodges.
That nigga said Larry is top 2. Listen, at the end of the day, right? We gonna segue, go to the youth. Because I like what you said, Rick. You did say some real shit about the youth. You said some real shit. So this is what I want to know from the panel. We got the resident OGs. We got motherfuckers. I don't know. Everybody got kids here. Everybody got kids, right? So the question I pose, right? And this came from the wife. This topic come from her. So when it comes to I'm phrasing it my way though. When it comes to the youth, I'm a dude that's always rocking for the youth, even if I don't know it. I'm always dropping some gems. I'm always giving game, and I will stop what I'm doing if somebody asks me a question that's younger than me that I feel like, even if it ain't pertinent, let me give you my undivided, right? So in this age that we in now, right, where we just talked about YNs, we talked about, look at the disparity between King and 50s just age-wise. It would almost scream Willie Lynch if 50 didn't post a meme of a young man's mama, right? But how do you, especially you, Rec, what you just said, how do you pull up on the youth, give them the game that they need, right? And if they don't accept it, not just walk off from them and give up. In my generation, I'm 47, it was a gap from the crack era. A lot of my OGs was on rocks, so we didn't respect them, right? So, but the ones that wasn't, we got the game from them. The streets was my dad, basically, right? But I ended up catching the tail end of the generation where you had to get the game. It was a prerequisite, right? In this era now where you might just be an old nigga talking, how do you give the youth the game that they need without giving up on them? How do you give them that?
Man, you got to put it in their face, man. You got to treat them like Harriet Tubman used to do when she kept the pilly with her. Hey, I'm taking all you slaves. What you talking about? We living good. You don't even know you a slave. Bring your ass on, boy. I ain't asking you. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them that, you know what I'm saying, stern love treatment. Like, they not just go believe in words. They didn't heard so many words. Hey, I'm going to get you this for Christmas. Hey, I'm going to get you them new J's. They didn't heard so many false laws, you know what I'm saying? And empty promises, words ain't go hit no more. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it in their face. Same thing with me when it came to me being a dad. Oh man, why you out here on the block with your daughter? Nigga, some of these niggas need to see a nigga being a dad. That's why. 'Cause some of these fools don't know what being a dad is. So, hey, if I'm out here with my diaper bag with ounces of baby milk and formula, I'm whipping up diapers, man, you feel me? Baby wipes, the whole nine and all of that. Nigga, some of these niggas out here need to see that. So that way they know how to be a dad. Like, damn, I remember when I seen that nigga reckless on the block every day with his daughter. He wasn't out here peddling nothing. He ain't had nothing hidden in the diaper bag, something hidden in a car seat. Like, nah, he just out here kicking it with us, you know what I'm saying? Just being a dad on some regular shit. Like, yeah, bro, I'm making that shit look cool. So y'all know being a dad is cool too. It ain't got to just be about gang banging and slanging. Just being out here hanging on the block with your bros, you know what I'm saying? Showing love to your seeds. Hey, that's a whole vibe too. You catch a vibe, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now they seeing me. Hey man, let me hold your daughter. Like, oh yeah, now you want to hold my daughter. Like, yeah, you like that, don't you? Out her being a dad, like, man, I'm about to go see my kid. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, bro. You got to put it in a face. So I say that to say this. When it come to having classes, courses, any type of that set up, man, instead of waiting for somebody to come to you, go out there and look for them. Hey, bro, hey, players, what y'all here doing, man? Oh man, we just chilling on the block. Hey, man, top of these papers, man. I got this little fun thing going on. Hey, I got these little classes and courses going on. Hey, I got this little, you know what I'm saying, workshop going on, whatever. Hey, I got this basketball team going on. Hey, like y'all could hoop, man. Hey, hop on the team, man. Come to trials, man. Come to practice. Do something, but you gotta put it in their face. You feel? Because now it's on the internet. So now they face is attached to the internet. So you gotta, you feel me? You gotta bring in something that's gonna block that internet face. So now you got to put it in their face. You feel? Because them words over the phone and text, that ain't gonna do nothing no more.
Right. Where we at with it? Duke,
I've,
underground, whichever one.
I've had this idea for a long time. It's a lot of registered gang members in each faction, and it's like, so if you get the Vice Lords, GD Bloods, and Crips and Pyrus together, and all registered members and anybody in all affiliates, that's over 1 million people, right? So you take, well, say close to 1 million people. We'll just say it's close to 1 million, and we'll just round it to 1 million. Just think if everybody paid $1 dues for any type of inner city function. Take that money and we can add a new political party ran by us. Right. So when they go to the voting booth, okay, who we voting for? We voting for the Blood Crip Gangster Disciple organization. We don't want a YMCA. We want a BC, YG, whatever. We want our own type of facilities where when you come in, it ain't a whole bunch of games and basketball. No, there's vocational setups in here. You got woodwork shops. You got metal fabricating classes, all of these things. We don't need no YMCA where we go and play and swim and this and that. No. Give us a chance to put vocation back in our system. And then on top of that, have you got all these YNs running around with these weapons. Allow us to put security, being a security officer, into curriculums in these vocational systems or even in the colleges. But I mean, we got to travel too far to get to them. So if we talking about protecting the neighborhood, now you got a situation where we're teaching and training them how to become security officers for our neighborhoods.
Yes.
And then our tax dollars or our due dollars, they go into paying these kids for summer jobs, internships, and they're walking around actively patrolling the neighborhoods with ARs and whatever, vests and everything on them. We're keeping the peace throughout all. We ain't just like the
we policing ourselves.
Exactly.
Policing ourselves, right?
Since that's always been an idea, but not just a reality. I think that should be something that everybody should bring their money together. Okay, you billionaires are trying to make movies and get into Hollywood. Matter of fact, how about y'all give us a chance? Because most of you rappers fake as hell anyway. We ain't listening to y'all for real. Well, underground and what you said and what y'all been sitting up here saying about, okay, that shit just make believe. Okay, cool. I told T.I. that a long time ago. You niggas ain't talking to us. You're not talking to street niggas. You're not talking to niggas that come from the show. So shut the F up, right? So I would rather all of them guys come together and donate to these street factions that they need a cosign from. Right. Y'all keep rapping to the streets, going to the streets. Okay, give all these OGs, give them their voice back. And all the YNs that look up to them. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. You got some men who ain't got no SA charges or no crimes against women in the penitentiary. Employ them too. So they can do Zoom calls to these youth.
He cooking. This nigga cooking right now. He cooking
all the way. You know what I'm saying? So now, if you were to shoot another YN, it's a whole bunch of gangs that's done this. And when you come down there, you're gonna get rehabilitated by these guys that have the means to facilitate it now. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't just we need to make sure that them men in there, they got food, they got money, they got new clothes.
Right.
They got tablets, money on the phone, so they can connect to these ones out here that these youngsters are saying on Larry, on King David, on this and that. Okay, well let's fund it the right way, because all the soldiers is just like soldiers saluting the president. Most of the OGs and most of the people who done shot, illed, and this and that and whatever, and put in a lot of work. Okay, well let's fund these guys because all they did was sold 100 pounds of this and that. So he's not a bad guy. He's just a street pharmacist. So if we can get all of these gangs to come together and say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create our own political party then. This ain't the Black Panthers. This ain't the Ku Klux Klan, because they're registered as a community political organization.
And they are funded. They are funded. Right.
Exactly. So if you got growth and development, right? If it changed from this to growth and development, okay, well, let's take all 5 of those gangs, all 5 of those known gangs, and bring them together and create a political organization to where we can stand outside, we can wear our colors, we can have our guns, we can do this and that, and then we start playing Monopoly in the neighborhood. One last idea, and I'm throwing it out there for the masses because you just never know. I'm Duke Faro, and it seems like I got a lot of good ideas, but it don't seem like I'm gonna be able to get them off myself. So I just give them away because God is just he done gifted me with so many talents. Right. Now I call this just think Monopoly and Own. I call it Own-opoly. So now these inner city children, they join this program called Own-opoly, where they're learning how to transform dilapidated houses into Airbnbs and the electricity and all this other stuff. They know land, air, title deeds above and below. And so they go through this curriculum and they might get some grants, some funding to be able to, okay, y'all 5 own this house and y'all now have stock in this house. So we're doing that to about 50,000 houses in the ghettos across America. And you got stake in this. There's an app for it. There's this and that. You can work at school, before school. And this is how you get to your chicken. You dig what I'm saying? So Own-opoly is something that I want to incorporate one day because Nipsey Hussle showed us, Master P showed us, man, there's so many artists that have been showing us, even Mike.
Listen. Before you go underground, nigga, they gonna kill you.
That's why I'm saying it. Nigga,
they gonna kill you, nigga. So listen. The game is there, though. You just gave the blueprint to the stratosphere. That's the universe just took the game. If you ain't never said that, if you said it more than once on camera, I'm talking about. I looked at the time.
I said it out loud.
I looked at the timestamp on the live. I'm going to clip this. Me and Rec gonna clip this.
Yeah.
We giving this to the universe. You just said 3 sustainable ideas that as a nonprofit owner myself, right? If I was ever presented, I would call on you and say, hey, nigga, you about to work. You going to get a check from me to be in my organization. Go do that.
Yeah.
So for real, nigga, people don't be having plans, bro.
Yeah.
People, men don't be having a plan. They just know how to work.
Yeah.
So salute that. I'm doubling. This is clippable. Underground, where you at with it, nigga? That was dope.
First, I want to start out giving props to my man Duke. That was a hell of he a man with a plan. And actually, I was on the phone yesterday with Daryl Guy Whiten. They actually made the movie In Too Deep about him. He been locked up. Probably for the last 2 decades, I want to say. And he sent me a 14-page document. And in this document, a lot of his plans are some of the things that mirror what Duke just said to the viewers, man. And so I wanted to give him a big shout out. You know, Duke. I want to give a shout out to Daryl White, and you know, y'all tune in. That video coming soon. It's gonna be epic as fuck. To start off with the question though that GME dropped on us about the youth. First, I want to say before we even get to the youth, we got a clean house. So before we start with the YNs, let's start with the OGs. Let's start with the OGs that misled the youth. You know what I mean? Let's start with all the OGs that told us fuck these bitches and pimp these hoes, but was married in the back scenes. You know what I'm saying? That made us fuck over these women for a lot of years. Let's talk about these niggas that told us it wasn't nothing to do but hop in the dope game for the last 30, 40 years. Meanwhile, them niggas ain't never touched no dope, ain't never been in the game, ain't never did shit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody think they done live this old OG lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That they done portrayed to the streets. Because all of this shit had an impact on black folks over the generations. You know what I'm saying? We came from an era of Ice Cube and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? These niggas got Young Thug and Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference from having rap niggas that actually talked about political things to niggas that avoid politics at any cost. So before we even get to the YNs, we definitely got to clean house as black people and start with the OGs and everybody that have misled the youth and continue to do so to this day. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of the YNs and why they in the state they in. You know what I'm saying? We just can't drop it off like they just like this shit came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
So it starts with accountability. So accountability is a great attribute. And I also want to say to you that Cardi B once said that she will not let her own kids listen to her music. That's a very big thing to understand, that you don't even want your own daughter to be raised under the culture that made your daughter a millionaire.
Facts. Big facts.
Right? That's
big
a very
facts.
big, that's important to understand that, because as a man, I did 19 years in prison, right? I killed somebody, right? But as a man, I don't want to raise no thugs. I don't want my son to ever kill nobody. I don't want them to ever struggle financially, but I do want them to struggle as a man, because I feel like it builds character. And if
you know why? Because real gangsters don't raise gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of what I was saying about cleaning house with the OGs to the YN. Because the young niggas is not gonna listen if you don't have a plan laid out for them niggas. If they don't see the vision, young niggas is not fucking with it. So to start off,
let me ask you this. No. Pause for a minute. Can a YN? This is an important question. I used to ask my young niggas this. Can a YN respect an OG that ain't got no money?
To a certain extent.
Can an OG rock and say, hey, this the game, nigga, listen to me. But the YN is up financially. And he look at the OG is like, he ain't got no cheese. Right? I'm saying do that work. Like, now mind you, in history, we don't know what Malcolm X died with, or Malcolm X died with, or Martin Luther King, or Fred Hampton. None of the revolutionaries, we don't really know what their net worth was when they died, and their message was sound and pure, and it's eternal. So can you teach a YN, can you give them the game that what you just said as an OG, can an OG be held accountable, and can he spit the game if his bag ain't right to a YN?
Yeah, he can, because I'm gonna tell you why. To finish the argument, transforming from the OGs to the YNs and how we gotta have a plan. Funding is the major thing, and that was the major part of Duke argument, was how to raise funding. But what to do with the funding is very critical, because for one, as Black people, we gotta teach the youth that they need their own politicians. They need to fund their own politicians and get their own political members in office. That's a start. We need our own police in our own neighborhoods. We need our own funding for our own police in the neighborhoods. We need our own medical system. We need our own educational system. You know what I'm saying?
Black Wall Street. Right.
And that's just the ground floor, because once we get that, we need our own fucking army. Every race in the world has an army that will come for their ass and protect them, but us. Ain't no army coming for us at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So this is like the ground floor for the plan that you got to start with these young niggas and show them like that. If you reach these kind of goals, which Black people have never done before, shit would be amazing and everything would change for them. You know what I'm saying? They don't see their own politicians, their own police.
Duke said $1, if it's 1 million members and they all pay $1 of dues a month, that's $1 million.
Yeah. And
then that's feasible. Greg, what you think, Greg? Greg, what you think?
Man, mine is just short and simple and to the point. Yes, I say yes because knowledge is more than money. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is more valuable than money. You feel me? You can't put a price on knowledge. You know what I mean? You might have the golden plan. You ain't gonna want to just sell that to anybody, because you might have something that's not just a life changer, but a whole game changer, a whole world changer. You feel me? Knowledge is worth more, you know what I'm saying, than materialistic things just to put in your face like, hey, bro, I'm over here shining. I'm pulling up in this, bro. You see how I'm doing it, man. You need to get on the team. No, sometimes just having that up here, hey, it ain't no price on that. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is power, bro. If I had the knowledge of whatever the nuclear codes was right now, man, somebody be sitting on the damn roof with a sniper ready to take me out just because I got the knowledge of something. You feel me? Not because I got the resources to go hit the buttons. It's because I know what the button code is. I gotta go.
Right. And I say this to you, right? As a man who runs a record label, I'm a manager and A&R to a few people locally, right? And before I went to the feds this last time, right? I posed this question to my YNs. They wasn't YNs then. They wasn't called YNs. That's just the terminology of today. And I said, hey, if mind you, I'm whatever money I got, I don't flash it. However I'm moving, because I grew up as a jacker. So as a jacker, I never showed what I got. I like to look to see what you got, and I come get it, right? So my mentality always has been, I'm going to be low key. The way if I got some money in my pocket, I turn and pull my shit out and put a 20 out, right? You know what I'm saying? I never let nobody know what I tip, especially now because it's electronic, right? I never stunt, right? But the question I posed was, can a OG lead a unit, a cadre of people if his bread ain't right? In nigga land.
Yeah, and the reason why I think it's so is because everywhere I go, every state that I go to, somebody recognizes me. Anywhere, it doesn't matter where I'm at. Somebody gonna say, "Hey man, I seen you on the thing." Yeah, what's up, man? I watch you every day. Just happened this morning. And that's why I be so low key. I be trying to, stay out the way. I dress down for the most part because I just don't. I don't want to shine a little too much. You know what I'm saying? But I know but when this Moses effect, you know what I'm saying, this Moses act that I've been working on, and I said Moses, y'all. I had this dream a long time ago where this side was blue, this side was red, and it looked like water. But then in the dream, I zoomed in and it was people, and I was standing on the mount. You know what I'm saying? And there was a dividing line, and then but that's how the dream went. I can't remember too much about it, but it was like it's time to bring people together. You know what I'm saying, from all sides. But it's gonna take Duke Faro going state to state, hood to hood, and talking to these individuals. Charleston White, he did that, but then he fell in love with the money. I thought he was on what I was on, but he
from Fort Worth too.
It wasn't even the money. He fell in love with the strippers. If he would have had some coochie before he got famous, he probably would have been all right. But this nigga,
he's a man that can't. He has to always ante up.
Right.
He got to stay within that framework to get the framework. Right. He in the matrix. Right. The matrix has him. Right. But what you saying?
So me being the individual I am, when I went out there to Nipsey Hussle's memorial, as they was doing the marathon drive and everything, all the young niggas I seen, I just kept on yelling. Every time I greet someone, I'm like, hey man, nation in progress, man, nation in progress. Yeah. So it's just like, it's certain little things that you can do, like the political people do. They get on their bus and they go here. They used to get on buses and go from state to state and do campaigning. Now they get on their planes and they hop out and they go motorcade this city to city to city to city. Now it's time to get all of the heads of these street organizations or hood organizations and say, hey man, we need to have our own political campaign, and they're
gonna kill you because that's like unionizing. But
that's why we have a digital. That's why we have a digital footprint now. I don't have to be there. You know what I'm saying?
On top. No, I agree. Yeah. But just understand that I want everybody to understand, in the age of information and the internet, if people walk up to you and say, hey, I notice you, they think you rich.
Yeah.
They think Reckless got money. They think Underground got money. They think Dub got money. And they think Duke got money because we're on the internet. Anybody that follows you on the internet believes that your life is great, especially if you never post, hey, nigga, I don't know how I'm about to pay these bills this month. If you never, like I'm just saying, a fake nigga never tells you, hey, I'm a fake nigga. My heart is pure. I want to be good, but I'm fake, right? Everybody real. Everybody up. Ain't no problems going on. It's rare that you hear people come on here and go, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. So, Duke, understand this. My question was posed how it was posed, but if somebody walk up to you, they automatically, and they say, I seen you, I know you, they assume that you up.
So So the level of intelligence that I, you know what I'm saying, I present to the old norm is I can be anywhere at the push of a button. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah,
Right.
he sent representatives out with the word to go do the thing. You dig what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have to boots on the ground anymore because so many people have seen and heard my voice just through right here.
Right.
If we establish a situation, I done been to a lot of these millionaire little things that they do at the hotels. So the millionaire, he'll have a screen up there and they'll have people speaking on their behalf. So now I'm creating revenue for speakers to go out and speak on my behalf. And then they play a video and I Skype in. I'm there, but the presence is felt because now I done Skyped in. So when the people understand, hey, if I do show up in your neighborhood, somebody is going to murk me, fam. So I have to do it this way. It's got to be this way because you're not supposed to see the king until it's time, you know what I'm saying, for what it's supposed to be. You did.
That's why the Pope. That's why the Pope pulled up bulletproof.
Right.
Bulletproof.
Right. So we've learned from Huey P. Newton to all of them. We've seen boots on the ground is cool. But as soon as we get these campaign monies up, we're renting out each stadium in every state. And all you niggas is coming in there, and then I'm gonna be down there. You can't bring no weapons in there. We're gonna make sure you don't have no weapons. You can't do this and that. So when it's time for me to appear, it's gonna be in these big ass arenas, and everybody's gonna be invited, state to state. We got to get the campaign down first. We got to send out the troops, the ones that can go out there armed and dangerous. Hey, this is what we got going on. Is y'all with it or not? And keep it short and sweet by the hour. Hey, what's up, man? What are the needs here? We finna send it back to headquarters. We gonna sit down at the round table and we all gonna talk about this. But Pharaoh has sent out representatives and the campaign is let my people grow.
Right.
That part.
You got anything to add to that? You got anything? If I come with the dessert, you got anything to add to that?
Oh no, man! You already know, man. You feel me? It's a movement over everything else, man. You feel me? But just like with any movement, everybody ain't built for the movement. You know what I mean? So you gotta weed out the fakes and the snakes. You know what I'm saying? And keep all the real ones and the ones that's dedicated. You feel me? But that's with any movement. You know, any situation and shit. You feel me? Not all of us is gonna be with the movement. Not all of us is gonna be against it. But there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna say one thing. They're gonna talk the talk, but not want to walk the walk.
Right.
And to piggyback off your question, GME, about do you gotta have pay for the niggas to respect the message? Yes and no, depending on who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, some of our greatest leaders were pot, piss, poor. You know what I'm saying? We took care of Martin Luther King. We took care of Malcolm X. They wasn't well off. They wasn't doing it big. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, even if you look at Jesus in the Bible, he was a nomad. He went to place and the people took care of him.
Yeah. So so at the end of the day, some people, but at the end of the day, when the message is right and everything is right, man, people gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree, and you only really want the people that really understand it. Because even when we talked about Harriet Tubman, it seemed like every week, Harriet Tubman get brought up. She must be our
bro. Big fact.
What a guy, every week, right?
For real.
Even with Brother Pharaoh, sorry about that, Lord Faro was talking about, right? It's so many other stories and layers to like history. When Malcolm X got killed, it looked like niggas killed him, but it's proof now that the CIA was there. They rented out the spot the day before, knocked down the walls. He was shot from a downward angle. The niggas had blanks, right? You can look it up. Don't believe what I'm saying on live stream, right? Harriet Tubman, when she first left the first time, she took her two brothers, right? She went on a mission. It took a while. Her brothers turned on her, took her back to the plantation. I say all that to say that it don't matter how much money you got or whatever you got going on. You can't save nobody that don't know they're a slave. So that's why this is important. Before you do this. That's important. So I want to serve this dessert, this creme brulee. You feel me? This Alamo, right? I want to serve the dessert. I want to ask everybody on the panel this. What would you tell your younger self? However old you are right now, choose the age that you knew that you either was fumbling or fucking up, or you could have been better, or you knew that if you would have knew the game at 13 that you know now that would have made you a millionaire right now. What would you tell your younger self? That's what I want to know. OG the youngster, since we on that, that's we on right now. What would OG you do? What would OG you tell young you right now?
Man, bro, I changed my whole circle. You know what I'm saying? The older me would have told the younger me, man, focus on your bread, focus on your education. Don't be tripping off these females. You feel me? Don't mess around having no baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on your circle. If your circle's not congratulating your achievements and what you do in life, you got the wrong circle. You feel me? Because your true friends, your real partners, they gonna always want to see the best for you, the better of you. You know what I'm saying? The best version of yourself. If that's you going to school, you doing it at a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You being a dad, being a parent, or just being, you know what I'm saying, a cool brother looking out for other brothers when they down on they, you know what I'm saying, downfall. Like, hey, bro, don't trip. I got a little couch you can crash on for a couple of weeks until you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever, bro. I'll be the same person I am now, but just a lot sooner in life, though. Because that's exactly how I am now. I got a big ass heart, but having a big heart in this world is gonna get you fucked over more than it's gonna get you love. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't show niggas hella love. Very rarely do I get that same big love back that I show niggas. But that's cool though, because that comes with having a big heart. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be selective on who you show that love to now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get rid of the love. You just got to be, you know what I'm saying, a lot more, you know what I'm saying, genuine. I mean, not a lot more genuine. You got to be a lot more stingy with the love. You just can't show everybody that love. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be the same person I am now, just a lot earlier in life with a better circle. You feel me? And a better background. You feel me? And a better jail history and all of that. You feel me?
Right.
I tell my younger self at 7 years old, because this is when a lot of everything started. I tell myself, hey, you don't got no mama, you don't got no daddy, you got a lot of family though, but you're about to walk this world alone. And what I'm gonna need you to do is anything that you can learn, you need to learn it. Everything. Don't shy away from no knowledge. When you make a mistake, learn from your mistakes, because eventually you're going to be a leader. You're going to be somebody that's been so resilient through all of these years that when it's your time, people are going to listen because you've went through so much trauma. I mean, you're going to go through so much trauma because you're one of those individuals that was created to go through it. You wasn't created to have a good life. You know what I'm saying? And some people will say, well, damn, when you give them some, no, because if I do that, that's going to change. That's going to alter the course of the purpose. No, I'm going to let them, hey, you're finna go through some stuff. You're finna be in some 23 ones for months and months at a time. You're finna get some police brutality. Right. You are one of those Panthers. You are one of those individuals that speak volumes, you know what I'm saying, because God has chosen you. So what I need you to do is I need you, if you fall, get back up. And if you if you get in a situation to where too many people start knowing you, you need to move accordingly. You need to make sure that you stray from going to jail. Watch your temper so you can have a gun license, so you can start a security firm, so you can start a militia. This is what I tell my younger self. If I had somebody to tell me that, I probably wouldn't even. We would know each other, but we wouldn't know each other in the capacity. I would have probably done bumped into y'all by now. Because I already had an LLC of nonprofit. I was going to the MLK Center in South Dallas trying to get the government funding that they said that they had in the trust fund there, so I can redo the Martin Luther King streets and Malcolm X right there and turn it into like Rodeo Drive and the French Quarter and bring businesses. I used to tell my OGs all the time. People sit them like, man, where you getting that stuff from? It's shit that I just think about it. So I tell my younger self, keep your head up and continue to be resilient, because you got a lot of work to do after your trauma.
Right. We at with it, Underground? Where we
Man,
at
me
with?
going back to my younger self,
Cause you
man.
seem
I
like
had
you've been
to.
the fuck up for hella long. Go ahead, though.
Hell yeah, man. I had to go to about the age of 14 when I really jumped in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Trying to trap and all of that. We started off hard. We ain't start off like most niggas with weed and shit. Like we started off
Hey, we started off with that class A narcotic.
we started off on the top floor. I'm talking about shit that grown men to come get your ass for. We ain't know no better. So really not much, man. I really go back, tell myself for one, stay away from them hoes, man, to save your money. You know what I'm saying? All of that fun really
Keep it real.
leave your ass broke at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I done had some hella fun. So I definitely would have told myself, stay away from them hoes, keep that money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need it. Other than that, I probably would have told myself, leave them guns at home. These niggas just all talk. Don't go out here and catch these felonies. God damn it, I got like 9 felonies off of 2 pistols. I definitely would have told myself, nigga, leave them guns at home. These niggas all talk at the end of the day. Other than that, only thing I could really think of is I definitely would tell myself to keep record. Keep record of all of this shit that you doing and done did. Because if I'd had video and record of all of the shit that I done and did and place I've been, shit, we be bigger than Casanat, them niggas right now, for real. So
Right. So I tell myself, I love that too, right? This is what I would tell myself, and this is what I would tell my kids. Self-preserve, right? Self-preserve until you find somebody that sacrifices themselves for you, right? Self-preserve. Everything that they tell you, question it. Because from the Pledge of Allegiance to Christopher Columbus to money, it's all a lie. Question all of that and know that anything that you think is currency that they're showing you is bullshit. The real currency is your mind. The real currency is what you think and what you believe and what's right. That's what I would tell myself. Because everybody in this world self-preserves. That's why niggas tell they was really your nigga, but when they was facing that time, they self-preserved, right? Most niggas, they think what they did. When they fuck a bitch, it could be your nigga bitch. When they do that, they was thinking about their own self. When it comes to money, when it comes to niggas that's deadbeat dads, people self-preserve. But when you run into a few people, whether it's your wife, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your mama, and my mom was on crack, so she turned on me too, right? When you find somebody that's willing to eliminate themselves to make sure you good, that's your people. Fuck with them. Anybody in the streets that's hollering that bullshit, them niggas is fake and lame. Don't fuck with them. I would tell myself, self-preserve, because that's what the world doing. And when you figure that out, life gonna be fruitful. That's what I would tell myself. I love the panel though. I'm gonna let my nigga Rick take us out, man. We're an hour and 22 in. I love this. I see like the positive ones, but we kind of did current events a little bit and kind of touched on that shit, right? This be the shit that I'm on. My shit is called free, but not free for a reason. When I see a black man in nature, and it just my mind make me feel like you're off the grid. When I'm fucking with my cousin in Detroit and he say some shit that I like, nigga, that's what I was on, right? That's why I love this shit. When I fuck with my nigga Rec, I feel like I'm always on the run because my nigga masked up. You feel me? I feel like that's my heart. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. That's what I do. So out, man. We cooking in this motherfucker. You feel me?
Man, hey, before we be out, man, hey, Duke, you know what I'm saying, underground, man, go ahead, shout yourself out, let everybody know what y'all got going on, where they can find y'all, where they can subscribe, all that good stuff, bro.
All right, everybody can find me on King Duke Faro on all platforms. Yeah, same name everywhere. But right now, I'm just being patient. There's a lot going on, and my name has been publicated in a lot of different places. Charleston White steady saying my name on these different platforms. It's a lot of people speaking my name. Been speaking my name for the last few years. The Mo3 trial is still yet to come, and it's a lot of my name is in a lot of that stuff too. So There's much work that needs to be done, and that's going to be done. And since I've chosen to go against the fabric of the street society, there are a lot of people that don't like progress. I wanna run for city council in Dallas one day for District 7. Just get my ducks in a row. So when it's time, I get back and people can see a familiar face. You know what I'm saying? But we will have everything in order. So that's one thing that I want to do, because I've been starting with my section, my city. I'm not talking about Cali. I'm not talking about Detroit. I'm not talking about New York and all these other places. I'm starting where I need, because I'm finna be 42 June 2nd. So I didn't even think that I was gonna make 11. So to be finna be 42 and having this mindset, I got a lot of work to do. I don't want to waste.
Dude, real quick. Sorry about that. I apologize. Listen, please elaborate on a Mo 3 situation that you're talking about, because I was unaware.
Oh yeah, they y'all seen it, 50 Cent, Mona Scott and them, they Double X said they called me down to do the hip hop homicide that's on Prime TV and all that, episode number 7. And Van Lathan and them, they were asking me questions about, why was I so outspoken about what happened to Mo 3, because it was a lot of people coming on here lying and creating alibis and stuff. So we've gotten to the point within this Mo 3 sector in this last 5 years where there's so much information out there about, what's taking place. Now there's more information, being put out by the government officials, to where trial has been set back. They was finna have it then, now it's set back again. So we just being patient right now to see what's what and why everything took place. And once that actually comes to head, that trial is going to probably be the biggest, because it's the most anticipated. So you're going to hear my name. You're going to see my name. I'm not going to no trial because it's dangerous for me to even do that anyway. A lot of people, why don't you go down there? Man, I'm not no journalist. I ain't none of that. I'm just speaking up, you know what I'm saying, because I'm tired of black on black violence. So here in the coming years and days and whatever, this is what I've always been on. This is what I'm going to be on. You know what I'm saying? I can sacrifice career and trying to make a whole bunch of money to tend to my community. So that's what I'm going to have going on, because that's what I think about and dream about. You know what I'm saying? Like better in the community for tomorrow. So that's what y'all going to see me on.
Man, where we at, underground?
Shit, man, if y'all can find Reckless, y'all can find me. Y'all know what it is.
Facts.
Hey, shameless plug. We got an interview dropping where I'm from, the Barksdale, Sacramento, California. We got an interview dropping at midnight. Another one dropping at 8. Free but not free. That's the podcast. That's the shit I rock. Anybody on this panel could always show up for any kind of interview. If I got to come to you, I will do whatever. But at midnight, tap in. There's some shit going on. I interviewed a whole panel, a whole family. Where I'm from, Sacramento, Northern California, East Oakland, California. It's Mac Dre, rest in peace. It's a exclusive interview that nobody tapped into that I'm on. So tap into that tonight. If you sleep because you got to go to work tomorrow because you're a slave, don't do it at midnight. Tap in at 8. And if you got a lunch break, I got another one dropping on Free But Not Free channel at 12. I got a staggered effect is going on. I love the panel. I love my nigga Rick. You feel me? I'm saying I appreciate it. You feel me? Shout out
Sacramento. Shout out my nigga Sebo, man. It's my dog.
Man. Like you know about Sebo, bro. Stop.
Oh, that's my nigga, dog. That's my nigga.
Bro.
Me and Sebo play the game together, bro. That's my PlayStation nigga, dog. We ride out on niggas.
Nah, but to give y'all flowers, man, it's an honor to sit amongst you wise men, you know what I mean, and dialogue about some progress and some positivity. I appreciate y'all for having me, because this right here is motivation. This is encouragement. Like, even though you spoke about the downside, that they might want to ill me. They've been wanting to do that because I've never subscribed to the industry mechanism, you dig? So I appreciate it, and just reminding me that, it's a need for that, because the OGs that are older than me, they ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm part of the 85th Infantry, you dig what I'm saying? And I think that being a part of the chosen generation as well, you know what I'm saying, we got time. They got Nip, they got a handful of other individuals, but I think
Def ain't Death ain't negative.
Oh yeah. It ain't. So that's why I choose to protest and utilize these buttons and utilize this internet that got the Epstein and all the Epsteins. We're just gonna call them the Epsteinians exposed on this internet. So I'm going to exploit the detriment against our community through this internet and through others on this internet, just like Jeremiah had to do when they was on his root chat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all flowers, man. Y'all gonna grow the big things, man. I see y'all as big as $1 million worth of game. You know what I'm saying? Because Wallow, he do it. So hearing this like this and seeing y'all, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate that too. That's love.
Man, I appreciate that also, man. That's all love, man. We appreciate y'all taking out y'all time, kicking it with us while we on this grind, because that's something you don't get back. You feel me? So we definitely appreciate the co-host, the guests, man. Y'all taking out y'all time, rocking out with us, man. Y'all already know, man. All love as always. With that being said, we out the building, man. Sunday Cookout, episode 6, man. In the fouls, man. Open it up, cook up, man. Get you a recipe. Hey, we serving over here, man.
In the 85th Infantry. Stop playing. That's what we do, man.
That shit up.
It's the Cowboy, man.
That shit up.
Tune in tonight, midnight. Is what we do. All love.
Man, we out the building, y'all. All love as always.